Welcome to South's 2021 graduation ceremony. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and remain standing for our national anthem. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, everyone. You all can have a seat. Welcome to South's 2021 graduation. I'd first like to thank our Star Spangled Banner singers, Genevieve Delacona, Katie Gottlieb, Peyton Laley, Isabella Melaram, Victoria Ortiz, Lila Walsh, and Penelope Yaker. Thank you, ladies. It was beautiful. It is my pleasure right now to introduce you to our valedictorian this year. This year's valedictorian is a young lady who has earned the respect of her peers and the adults at South over the past 3 years. We are proud of all of her accomplishments and wish her luck in all of her future endeavors. Our valedictorian this year is Kate Santoli.
Learning is the only thing the mind never exhausts, never fears, and never regrets. This quote, painted on a wall at South, has been passed by hundreds of students. The mind never gets tired of learning, is never afraid of gaining knowledge, and flourishes when exposed to new things. Learning strengthens our minds and allows us to persevere through difficult times. My name is Kate Santoli, and I'm honored to be speaking to all of you today. This past year has been both unique and challenging, and it would not have been achievable without South's amazing faculty and administrators who made learning while in a pandemic possible. In our time at South, we have learned hundreds of new things, not only about science or math, but about friendship, dedication, and most importantly, ourselves. Middle school has given our minds the strength they need to get through high school and beyond. Now, as we move on from the familiarity of middle school, the strength of our minds is needed more than ever. Our lives in high school will undoubtedly have ups and downs, but after this year, will the downs really seem that bad? Will the hardest moments even compare to the challenges of the past 15 months? We have more sports and electives, new friends, and more freedom at lunch awaiting us. We can look forward to homecoming, class night, and live concerts and musicals. And although there will be rough patches alongside these new positives, we have learned to use the hard times as growth. These moments will teach us things about ourselves we have never known. These moments will help us discover our passions and true friends. They will steer us toward our future goals and aspirations. Our time at South and our experience over this past year have taught us that sometimes life throws a curveball that you weren't ready for. The important thing is how you handle it. You need to overcome the challenge and grow stronger. Face the issue head on. Push through until you have reached the other side. It will be difficult, but you will reappear a brighter, stronger person. And while navigating these moments, we will make mistakes. Our mistakes make us who we are. They give us an opportunity to keep learning, to see things from a different perspective, and to never give up. We are not defined by our mistakes. We grow through them. The events of this past year were challenging to live through, but we persevered, and now we can all look forward to seeing everyone's full faces again next year. And although I'm relieved we'll never have to hear the sound of a falling plexiglass again, I know we will all miss the open note tests. And of course, we wouldn't be resilient and ready to move forward without the wonderful support from our families, friends, and teachers, who have each shaped us and created environments where we are able to think freely. My parents have always been there for me and have given me a loving home to return to. My friends have stuck by my side, ranted with me, and always making me laugh. And my teachers have inspired me to think critically about the world. Thank you to everyone who made our experience at South so amazing, and to everyone who made learning this year possible. The things we have learned at South will stay with us forever, guiding us through the rough patches and through our mistakes. They will remind us that our mistakes allow us to experience the learning our mind thirsts for. Never stop making mistakes, never stop learning. And now it is my pleasure to introduce to you our salutatorian, Kelsey Ross.
Good evening, and welcome to the South Middle School graduation. My name is Kelsey Ross, and I am honored to be this year's salutatorian. It seems like it was yesterday we were lining up in our different lines on the first day of kindergarten at the Kindergarten Center. We were all so excited to have a great year receiving our Class of 2025 buttons, celebrating our special Me Week, and planting our penny tree together. 8 years ago, at the Kindergarten Center graduation, was our last time being all together. We stood proudly with our colored classes, waiting to be called up for our diplomas under a rainbow of balloons that represented our class colors. This was the last time that the rainbow was complete. Since then, our rainbow has been broken into little pieces as we have traveled to different elementary and middle schools. However, next year, our rainbow will become complete again when we meet back at the high school together. As our rainbow is reunited and created again, I think about all the moments that have brought us to this point. The quote, "It takes both rain and sunshine to make a rainbow," has proven to be true throughout our journey as we have experienced both happy and challenging moments over the past few years. Throughout middle school, we have had so many special memories as a class. During our 3 years at South Middle School, we went to Frost Valley, competed in the 6th grade field day, celebrated Unity Day by decorating our classroom doors, visited the Bronx Zoo together, performed in concerts with Mr. Malesio, Mr. Leone, and Miss Pasqua, and proudly displayed our art in the art show with Miss Schnall. From working on labs together in science with Mr. Schneck to watching the legendary event of seeing Mr. Morazzo in a Red Sox jersey, these moments throughout the 3 years represent the sunshine which contributes to our rainbow. Our class came across the first storm at Frost Valley when we were stuck in the cafeteria late at night and had to safely get across the ice to our cabins during the ice storm. All of the perfectly packed clothes, blankets, sleeping bags, and bedding our parents took so much time to pack were waiting for us in the cabins, but the ice storm had different plans. Thanks to our teachers, we were able to have a great time filled with lots of laughter and many new adventures. We thought that this challenge at Frost Valley would be the last. Unfortunately, due to COVID-19, we were forced to be separated again. Instead of seeing each other every day in person, we were only able to see each other through little boxes on the WebEx screen. When we were finally reunited again into the A through Z alphabet, we were welcomed back by Miss Gannon and all the South Middle School staff. We were so excited and ready to enjoy our last months of middle school. We learned when times get tough, we can always rely on our family, friends, and teachers in Lynbrook. Next year, in the high school, our rainbow will be created again. Despite all the storms that we encountered throughout our journey, there will always be lots of rays of sunshine that helped create our beautiful united rainbow. Congratulations to the 8th grade class of 2021.
It's a little bit windy up here, so bear with us. Thank you, ladies, once again. Right now, I'd like to introduce you to a student who was here at South a few years ago. His name is David Padilla, and he has created a scholarship fund in his own name and is donating his own funds here for a student at South as they move onward to high school. So it is my pleasure to introduce to you David Padilla.
It's really windy up here. Hello, everyone. I graduated from South in 2018, and I am now going into my senior year at Calhoun High School. When I was at South, I was not the smartest kid in my class. I was not the most athletic by far, and I was definitely not one of the cool kids. What I was a kid who was incredibly passionate about music and theater. I was in drama, chorus, and jazz band. During my time in the drama and music program, I had the support of Miss Pasqua in everything I did, whether it was playing Milky White the Cow in Into the Woods, a brother to Joseph in Joseph in the Technicolor Dreamcoat, or leading the Von Trapp family to safety as Captain Von Trapp in The Sound of Music, participating in NYSSMA, monologue competitions, or performing in shows outside of South. Miss Pasqua always encouraged me to pursue my dreams. In 7th grade, I wrote and produced my first original song called Spellbound. With arrangement help from Miss Pasqua, the entire chorus performed it at our spring concert. It was incredible having over 100 voices sing my song with me. And with the proceeds I made from that song, I decided I wanted to do something for kids like me who are passionate about the arts and at the same time honor Miss Pasqua. So I created the Spellbound Distinguished Artist Award. This award is given to someone who is creative, passionate, and talented, someone who is kind, compassionate, and gives back to their community in some way. I hope this award encourages this year's recipient to continue to share their talent with the world as we all begin our journey into the new normal. Thank you, and keep creating.
Thank you, David. The way you've given back this year by organizing virtual projects that, as we speak, are being viewed worldwide is no small feat, and you keep topping yourself and encouraging us to become the best version of ourselves we can be. So thank you, David. As I now turn to our 8th graders here at South, I must say, bravi. You all kept writing your own songs, even when the universe kept changing the key. An artist's mission is to share. The word share means so many things today, and this year's recipient of the Spellbound Award understands every use and purpose of the word. This year's recipient has taken part in chorus, orchestra, select chorus, chamber orchestra, and drama club. Her passion and dedication to each music ensemble is not diminished by belonging to so many groups. It is in fact amplified by her eagerness to create, share, and inspire all artists in which she comes in contact. To give an example, when we were figuring out how to wake up our drama club after losing our precious musical production last year, this student helped shape what our drama club would look like in these unique times. Students coming together to talk about theater, movies, TV shows, and life against the backdrop of an open mic opportunity to perform songs, monologues, play the piano, try out original material. She was the first to break the ice by performing Wake Up from Julie and the Phantoms, and that's exactly what we did. We woke up and began singing for each other again, sharing the things that make us artists and human beings. So whether this student is adding warmth to the orchestra with her rich viola tones or lifting our chorus to new heights with her beautiful soprano voice, this student understands the concept of sharing. It comes naturally to her. And Mr. Malesio, Mr. Leone, and I can't wait to see what lies ahead for her at Lynbrook High School. It is our deepest honor to give this year's Spellbound Award to Lila Walsh.
Congratulations, Lila. It's so exciting. I'd like to introduce you to Mr. Buckley, who will be presenting our next award.
Good evening. Thank you, everyone, for coming. And let me just start by saying it's really, really nice to see everybody. The Zachary Bernstein Achievement Award recognizes an individual for their commitment to academics, social responsibility, conduct with their peers, and a student who has overcome a life-changing obstacle. It is presented by the Fly a Kite Foundation that the Bernstein family founded after Zach passed away. The winner of this award will be presented with a $200 scholarship from the Fly a Kite Foundation. Unfortunately, the Bernstein family is not able to be with us tonight, and it is my honor to be asked to present this award. Zachary Bernstein was a student at Lynbrook South when he passed away in 2014 after a heroic battle with cancer. The mural of Zachary holding a kite in the park that is located in our stairwell, and the garden that sits on the grass on the side of the field of the school remind us that Zachary is with us every day. Before Zachary got sick, he was a typical 10-year-old child with 10-year-old child problems. When he got sick, the typical child rose above his tragedy and managed to live as normal a life as possible, while combating his limitation and ultimately overachieving in many ways. Zachary produced beautiful artwork that still lines the halls in Waverly Park. His commitment to academics was paramount. He would sit for hours during his treatment to make sure he studied for a test or fulfilled his assignments due the next day. Zachary rose above his illness to the amazement of those around him. The recipient tonight reflects some of the same characteristics displayed by Zach. The Fly a Kite Foundation recognizes students for their overall character and commitment to family, academics, perseverance, and making a positive impact on those around them. The Bernstein family would like to take a moment to also recognize the teachers, administration, and support staff who helped shape our children into the individuals they are today. The recipient of the Fly a Kite Foundation Award this year is a young person who has shown amazing growth in their 3 years at South. This person entered South, as all sixth graders do, in need of some support and encouragement. Teachers and support staff were always eager to lend a hand. From the first day of sixth grade, you could see the potential in this student. You couldn't help but cheer for them. We could all see that it was going to click at some point. The faculty and staff was just hoping that it would happen while the student was in our building so we could witness it. I'm happy to say that we have all seen this student transform from an apprehensive sixth grader to a confident eighth grader. They have become a leader in the building. They are a friendly face, a compassionate classmate, and someone that you are genuinely happy to see. As a middle school, the faculty at South wants our students to be prepared for the high school. I'm proud to say that this student is ready for the next step in their life. We all look forward to seeing the great things they accomplish and wish them all the best. The recipient of the Zachary Bernstein Fly a Kite Foundation Award this year is Jeffrey Dold. Congratulations, Jeffrey. Good job, man.
Congratulations, Jeffrey. Now is the time. All right. It's very windy, so bear with me. Thank you all for being here tonight. In case you are wondering who I am, I'm Mrs. Gannon. I'm the principal here at Lynbrook South, and it is my pleasure to be here, speak with you, and present to our graduates their diplomas. Thank you to our central administration, Dr. Burak, Dr. Lynch, Dr. Balekis, Dr. Berman, for joining us here tonight. Thank you to Mrs. Sabin, who's here tonight. If you don't know who Mrs. Sabin is, she is our Director of Special Services. And we have two very special board members here with us tonight, also here as proud parents, Mr. Yaker and Mr. Pileski. Welcome, everybody. Thank you to our teachers and staff who are here tonight as well for making it so easy to be here and work with them every single day. I'd like to thank all of our families for being here tonight. Your love, support, patience, and guidance has helped to shape the young men and women that are in front of us tonight. Thank you for sharing them with us. Thank you for trusting us to teach them, to guide them, and to care for them for the last 3 years. And thank you to our graduates for giving us a wonderful reason to gather together tonight in celebration and in honor of you. As a teacher, I think I'm a teacher at heart. I tried to motivate my students to be the best that they could be every single day. I stressed the importance of giving 110% in everything they did. I hope to inspire them and lead by example. It is my hope that I have done the same this year as principal. I'd like to share with you all a message that I shared with each of my classes every single year. So if there's audience members out there who are in my previous classes, for the graduates sitting in front of us who I had the pleasure of having as 7th graders last year, you may have heard this and you may remember it. It is a message that was delivered at a Navy SEAL graduating class by U.S. Navy Admiral William McRaven. He starts off his speech to the SEALs, and his first sentence is, "If you want to change the world, start off by making your bed." Now, I'm sure that many of us are sitting there groaning at the thought of making our bed every morning. Why would I make it? I'm just going to climb back into it tonight. What is the point? Often ask myself that sometimes as well. But if you think about it, Admiral McRaven states that if you make your bed, you've accomplished your first task of the day. And that one little task can motivate you to do more. One little task will become 2, 2 becomes 10. When we take small little baby steps, we can take on the really huge things and do anything that we set our minds to. If you can't do the little things, then how on earth are we going to get through the big things? The Admiral goes on to say that even if your day is really miserable, at least then you get to go home to a nice bed. I don't know about you, but that is sometimes the best part of my day. I get to get calmed down and just relax. And when my bed is freshly made, I'm a happy girl. It's the little things in life that are really so important. You should all know by now that being kind is very important to me. Kindness is one of those little tiny things that goes such a long way. I think that most of us will also agree that sometimes being kind is really much harder than you'd think it is. It takes self-control, it takes patience, and it most definitely takes confidence to be kind. It takes a person time to decide that being kind is the right thing to do, and yet again, we find that doing the right thing is sometimes a difficult task. As young adults, you're going to find yourself sometimes as the odd man out when you're faced with this decision. You have to make the decision to do the right thing every single day, regardless of what your peers are saying or doing. Being kind can change someone's world. It can lift them up. Being kind, in my opinion, is a sign of real strength. I read an article recently about kindness, and I bet you didn't know, but there are life-changing benefits to being kind. Health benefits. Did you know that it can boost your immune system and it's really good for your heart? I'm not going to bore you with all those scientific details about how and why and what happens, but basically, being kind affects our oxytocin levels. And if you're not and you have no idea what that is. It is the hormone that is known as the feel-good hormone. When our bodies feel good, our anxiety decreases, our bodies relax, and we smile more. Smiling is contagious. And how wonderful is it right now that we get to see all of your beautiful smiling faces without those masks. I have not seen these faces in over a year, and they're beautiful. We've missed all of that this year, but we've grown so much as well. It is my sincere hope to all of you graduates that you continue to spread your kindness and share those beautiful smiles with the world. You are meant to be exactly who you are, so go out there and be you. Be proud, be confident, be happy, and be kind. Congratulations to all of you on a job well done. At this time, we will now start to welcome our graduates up to receive their diplomas. Parents, just so you're aware, students are going to walk out and walk to the side. So if you want to grab a nice picture, that's a perfect spot, and that's a perfect spot over there.
Good evening again. Will the first row please rise? Joshua Albert. Edison Areola. Owen Ash. Zia Baluyat. Matthew Becker. Ryan Benson. Adam Berkowitz. Charlie Berkowitz. Christopher Bone. Emma Breen. Maya Buccino. Will the second row please rise? Gianni Buonavita. Axel Caceres. Noah Chisena. Akila Christian. Adriana Chichano. Aiden Clancy. Sydney Coble. John Paul D'Agostino. Luke D'Antona. Genevieve Delacona. Frank DeMonte. Will the third row please rise? Jeffrey Dold. Anthony Dominguez. Sophia Dwyer. Antonia Edobor. Amaya Farrington. Alexandria Feliciano, Sophia Facito, Kayla Finnegan, Isaac Fuentes, Thomas Gallagher, Nikolai Haimano, Brian Gilmartin, will the fourth row please rise? Danielle Glickman, Kevin Gonzalez Cortez, Katie Gottlieb, Leah Green, Jillian Greenberg, Nate Greenfeld, Joelle Gruyan, Justin Haberman, Dylan Hinken-Kassow, Habib Iraqi, Ephraim Iskahav, will the fifth row please rise? Gabrielle Jacob, Jordan Jean, Anna Juarez, Elena Kaya, Jane Kelly, Thomas Kenny, Savan Keohan, Stacy Kravitsky, Jason Kurz, Teresa LaBarbara, Damon Lanzello, Peyton Laley, will the sixth row please rise? Alexa Levine, Gabriel Lunar, Bianca Lobasco, Anthony Lopez, Andrew Malinka, Emma Mancuso, the sixth row may be seated. I'd like to now introduce Mrs. Arena.
Will the first row please rise? Shannon Mansfield, Brooke Mazzy, Omarion McLean, Joseph McHale, Marissa Maduro, Isabella Melloram, Luciana Mayada, Yusuf Mobarak. Angelica Morris. Samuel Miskeni. Julia Novello. Will the second row please rise? Chloe O'Callahan. Victoria Ortiz. Tyler Page. Benjamin Pakula. Jacqueline Pakula. Brittany Palacios Ramirez. Luca Pileski. Olivia Pileski. Dominic Pinero. Marco Pantano. Casper Piatek. Abigail Piazza. Will the third row please rise? Maria Puglisi. Ismar Persic. Gabriela Ramirez. Eric Riley. Corral Roditi. Chloe Romig. Sophie Rolnick. Christopher Romanelli. Kelsey Roth. Samantha Vitigliano. Annalise Reef. Dylan Salazar. Will a fourth row please rise? Angelo Salinas. Kate Santoli. Anthony Scarcella. Cooper Shore. Elena Schweizer. Sean Shea. Frank Cerufo. Ryan Stanton. Rachel Stein. Edward Stradowski. Jessica Strohofer. Will the fifth row please rise? Sean Strohoffer. Zachary Tinez. Nina Tomeo. Abril Trejo Rocha. Devin Twosto. Valerie Twosto. Elias Venegas. Jade Ventura. Carolina Villadiego. Bennett Botano. Will the sixth row please rise? Lila Walsh. Maxine Weiss. Michael Werzinger. Jillian Weston. Jalissa Williams. Penelope Yaker. Simon Yu. Marcelo Zuniga. Will the sixth row please be seated?
Congratulations once again to all of our graduates. I'm going to ask our graduates to please rise. Please turn around and face your families and friends. Families, we thank you once again for your support and strength. I now present to you Lynbrook South's graduating class of 2021 and soon to be Lynbrook High School graduating class of 2025. Congratulations. Give one more wave for the crowd, everybody. Give it one more wave. Thank you again for coming this evening. We hope you had a fabulous time honoring our wonderful, wonderful graduates.